And as we are here at Watkins Glen this week here in the GTCC, I'm JD Smith, Craft alongside me, Kane, as we're getting prepared for this race as it's underway. I'm going to have to let you start things off tonight and get going as everything's getting loaded up right in front of me as we speak. And that's great news. That has been a problem in weeks past, Kane. One good thing is this is race one of a 3-race format that we always do here in the GTCC. Week number 6, right, Kane?
Week number 6.
I can't believe it's already week number 6. This league has really been flying. And I guess it's because we've been having so much fun in this league so far this year. The point standings, of course, we'll get around to showing you guys in just a little later on, but it is absolutely close. It has been just a change in the points each week. It has been like a roller coaster ride, Kane.
Yeah, it's very close, especially up at the top. This league's been showing just how talented these drivers are. Ooh, we got one spinning into the overrun. Looked like either maybe Simon Goodwin.
I saw it on the trail of the video. I have the actual live feed of the race pulled up right now, and I saw just in the back of the screen there, Kane, I saw exactly what you were talking about. Currently 11 laps remaining. I'm sure Kane's going to find out who that was for us. He'll be on the lookout right now.
Goodwin.
Simon Goodwin in a little bit of trouble early. I am connected up and ready to go, Kane, so all is well. And I'm telling you what, right now, they are just riding in a good line right now, good distance in between each car. There's actually, it looks like this is going to be a good tight race, Kane. Not a real big gap in between all the cars. Right now in first place, Douglas Beard, who has had a small dominance so far in this league. I'm not going to say he has been dominant, but he has been very consistently good. He has had a hat trick so far this season, winning all 3 races just 2 weeks ago. And Simon Goodwin, of course, was in that accident with and he went in the runoff area. Back in second, right behind Douglas Beard, is the number 28 car of Robert Fagg. You know he's going to want to return to victory lane this week as well, Kane. And look who's back in third, Mario Gerard. Good to see Mario up in the top 3, but he spins out. Trouble for Mario. He spins, and what a save.
Great job, Mario. Great save. You may have lost a position, but you could have lost so much more. That was awesome.
I mean, I'll be honest, Kane.
Oh, he gets into. Oh, man. He got into CPL in there, hit the wall. Tough break from Mario Gerard. Commentator's curse got him again.
I tell you, I'm not going to talk about Mario for the rest of the season if it'll keep him out of the wall. I'm telling you, I feel terrible. Robert Fagg is in second. Sorry, guys. I hate that for Mario Gerard. Looked like he was only going to lose a position or two, Kane, and gets into CP Allen, it looked like, possibly, and just put him right into the wall, and that is going to hurt for race 1 here for him. What that's going to allow is the will knock Pepsi Max Kia of Eddie DePaula to slip up into that 3rd position that was previously held by Mario Gerard, folks. So big break for Eddie DePaula to slide up. Also, his teammate right behind him in the 83 Pepsi Max is Fabrizio Battistella, and he is currently in 4th and rounding out your top 5, who was actually, I think, in that something to do with Mario's incident. Maybe not. I don't want to blame him for something if he wasn't involved. But it's C.P. Allen in the number 16. That does round out our top 5, Kane.
I was just looking to see if C.P. Allen may have caught some damage from that incident where Martin kind of got into it a little bit, and he's definitely got some damage there on the passenger side front. Looks like he's got a bent wheel, some bent sheet metal around the wheel, so he might be having a hard time keeping that thing under control.
Yeah, I noticed if you look at I was noticing the same thing. If you look at that front bumper as well on the passenger side, it's bent up slightly, so I believe he is having a little bit of a time there. I might have to go look at an onboard camera and see how the steering's going in that Kia right now. Front wheel drive cars, and they get damage to the front, it really doesn't help at all. Really hurts these cars.
The 8 or 80 guys are having a good race, just following each other around the track, keeping it nice and smooth. This big corkscrew turn seems to be a little challenging on the front wheel drive, because when you let off the gas a little bit, that rear end really wants to come around on you, and I can really see it in some of these cars where they let off the gas just a hair, and that rear end wants to start sliding around on them.
Tell you what, right now I've got a great battle back here for the 7th position. We got Jim Egan in 7th, and battling really hard behind him is Kyle Heron in the 8th position in the number 25 UUC Kia. And good to see those two guys going at it. They're always showing us some good driving week in and week out. So they're having a nice battle, as right now Kyle Heron is on the bumper of Jim Egan, and they're heading around. These turns pretty good tonight so far. They look very clean and very smooth. Also, the teammates up there, like Kane was saying, both our Pepsi Max drivers, Fabrizio Battistella and Eddie DePaula, doing a good job as well. Looks like they're not battling each other. Looks like they're helping one another. So good to see that. Robert Fagg in the 2nd position, trying to catch our leader Douglas Beard in the number 23 Monster Machine. And I was going to say, Kane, I was looking for his teammate, Matt Gelder, in the number 69 Monster Kia, and I found him. He is in front of Doug Beard. He looks like he's going to be getting lapped pretty soon by his own teammate.
Yeah, he must have got some trouble again on one of these opening laps. I hate that for him. He's had a tough first half of this season. It seems like he's finding a lot of trouble on the track, but must have found some more again today.
And right now I'm looking for Mario Gerard and can't find him, Kane. He is gone.
Yeah, he must well, I think he would have had a repair and could have got back on the track. He might have had some other issues.
We'll definitely keep you guys posted as soon as we find more information on the driver of the number 27 Kia of Mario Gerard. Tough break for Mario earlier. Still a good battle back there for the 7th place position. I'm watching Kyle Heron as he tries to catch up and pass the number 42 Kia of Jim Egan in the blip shift Kia. And those two still going at it here as we have 7 laps remaining in race number 1 of this 3-race format here at Watkins Glen. Using the realistic weather this week, so it's really nice to see that feature come into effect here in the GTCC, the Grasim Touring Car Championships, and this is a great series. The points have been a roller coaster ride. I mentioned a little earlier, and the way things are driving right now with Doug Beard up front and Robert Fagg chasing him down, you have to love those two and their point battles they've had so far, Kane. It's been fun to watch. That was exciting right there as well. And as CP Allen just made the pass on Fabrizio Battistella to slide into the 4th place position. He now passes Pepsi Max 1 driver and heads for his teammate right in front of him in the 3rd position, Eddie DePaula, as they come around this final turn towards the start-finish line. Eddie DePaula is trying to hold off that black and yellow Kia of our nemesis rival of that team, CP Allen. And CP's doing great right now. He gets on that runoff a little bit, but he's actually making up some pretty good time on that Pepsi Max Kia right in front of him.
Yeah,
especially as they hit up.
It's not as damaged as it looks, or maybe he's just getting used to it, but that right front wheel does look like it's popped out there a little bit further than everybody else's. We just have to, must be driving pretty good, so we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm watching how he's driving, and he doesn't look like he's driving like he normally does. It looks like he's feathering the throttle a little bit, maybe through some of these turns. So I definitely think you're right with the damage. Here he is on the bumper of Eddie DePaula, and really looking to make some action here happen. He's definitely putting on the pressure. He's got Eddie DePaula's hands shaking in the frying pan, and his feet on the pedals are in the pressure cooker. He's feeling the heat, and I'm telling you what, he gets outside to make it seem like he's going to make a pass and realize he doesn't have the speed, so he pulls in behind Eddie DePaula here, and they come in this tight 90-degree angle, turn number 1. One of the toughest. CP Allen got off on the runoff area there, Kane.
Yeah, it seems to be his preferred line. He likes to take it a little wide out of that first turn. He does it. He manages to keep that squirrely car going straight, even though he gets up on the curb. I know I couldn't do it. It'd make me spin around right then and there.
Yeah, that would get me too. I mean, CP Allen does a good job of getting the two. He can get 2 tires over in the grass, and it doesn't faze him. I mean, it seems like it's just the way he likes to drive. I see him again right there, 2 tires off, he's okay. And he's not losing a second to Eddie DePaula either.
I love the new transmission model. And, it's a couple updates old now, but the way it sounds whenever these guys are, putting some strain on the car, and it just kind of slows down the torque of the motor, slows down the speed of the motor as it's getting more weight on it. Sounds so awesome. iRacing's done such a good job these last couple of updates, really bringing more and more realism to the simulator. And it's made for some great racing and for a great simulator.
And that it has, and it's hard to believe we're almost halfway to another build. This season's flying by so fast, Kane. And the 4th quarter of the year tends to fly by fast with the holidays coming by and everything. And my goodness, I'm telling you what, Eddie DePaula, you got to give the guy some serious credit. He's fighting off CP Allen. There you see on the screen right there, CP Allen tried the inside again, and access was denied by Eddie DePaula. He's not going to let him go. Fabrizio Battistella trying to catch up to possibly help his teammate out and maybe pass CP Allen, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get up there. But the way that CP Allen and Eddie DePaula are battling it out right now, it's actually allowing the teammate of Fabrizio to step up and possibly get back in this action. Another thing to keep your eye on, guys, is our leader Douglas Beard has led every lap so far. There's only 3 laps remaining. Robert Fag does have a catchable distance from catching our leader, so it's not a guarantee that Doug Beard wins this thing.
I'm showing us on the last lap.
Are you? How many laps are we running? 12?
Yeah, 12, and 16, I believe. Yep, we are on the last lap. Douglas Beard got a little loose coming out of the the carousel, going around the carousel there, but he kept it going straight. Oh, Matt Gelder does have some decent pace. He's not too far back behind the first and second place cars there, and that was several laps ago where we had seen him just up in front of Douglas Beard, so his car must not be tore up too bad.
Yeah, he's not far off the pace at all. You would have imagined him to fall a lot further back than he has, and he's hanging with the leaders. I mean, he's not right there with them, but he is there. There you look at your winner of race number 1, Douglas Beard, taking the victory here in race number 1 at Watkins Glen in upstate New York. Congratulations to Douglas Beard on winning this first race. No, he's going to be happy to have the victory here, Kane.
Jim Egan just eased out the spot over Kyle Herron. They had a great battle the entire race. They're going to be pretty excited about that one. Whoa.
Yeah.
He got a little crazy after the start. Phil Herron, I think that might have been Covey, not CP, but yeah, those guys. No, they don't need the car no more for this race, so they're having a little fun.
Always good to see, too. I love seeing these guys getting there and having a good time. Well, the guys, race number 1 is complete. We want to congratulate driver the number 23 Monster Kia, Douglas Beard, on taking the victory of race number 1. Second place in a hard-fought race for the number 28 Kia of Robert Fagg. Eddie DePaula fought hard to battle off CP Allen back and forth and took third. Fabrizio Battistella ended up 5th. 6th place was Jim Pankton, who put down a solid race and finished 6th. Jim Egan edged out Kyle Herron there to take 7th, and back in 8th, of course, was Kyle Herron. They battled outstanding this whole race. Covey Moore ended in 9th. 10th went to Peter Hebron. Then Simon G. Goodwin ended in the 11th position. Matt Gelder finished 1 lap down, but finished 12th and had good pace as he just barely was lapped. And then Mario Girard finished 9 laps out after that tough accident earlier. Maybe later in the broadcast, Kane, we can find out what exactly happened to Mario in the number 27 Kia.
Yeah, I got a feeling we'll probably talk to him after race number 3, probably.
Also, just want to see you got it up there on the screen. Want to thank Get30MX.com for being with us all season long and sponsoring Gross M TV and the GTCC here on Tuesday nights. We broadcast every Tuesday night live, coming to you around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I was very impressed with race number 1, Kane. We got coming into the race really fast, so we got here right as the green flag went down, so we're going to get to race 2 a little bit quicker for you guys so that we can have kind of a little pre-race before race number 2.
Before you do, I'm catching up to Mario Girard here. I'm going to see if I can get an interview with him. Mario! Nope. No interview today.
Well, I tell you who we do have here is Douglas Beard, who is here live after winning this first race here at Watkins Glen in upstate New York. Doug, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Kane. I had to put in a good showing here. This is, in fact, my hometown track. I was born not too far from here. In fact, my grandfather was born in the valleys, right around the Finger Lakes, right around Watkins Glen. So I remember being there when I was a kid. And hearing the old F1 cars reverbing through the valley is pretty cool.
Well, congratulations, and that's awesome, man. That makes me feel even happier that you got the win here at the home track. I had no idea that you were right around that area. That's awesome, man. Very interesting, and you got out to a killer start and never looked back. And man, the way you ran right there, you got to be excited. It has to give you some good confidence going into race 2 and 3 tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, JD. I think I said Kane last time, but I know it was you. I was just spaced out for a second. Yeah, I feel pretty good about it. Rob actually gave me a compliment. He said I was crazy fast here. I didn't feel like I was that much quicker than him, and especially once the tires kind of equalized, rub the goodie off it, as they say. But even though they're Pirellis, I felt like our interval was pretty clear. It stayed about the same. I got a pretty nice lap in a quali, and I know the track pretty well. So, like I said, since I was born up near there, it's near and dear to my heart. So I made sure I studied it. I can't say the same about Daytona, which is where I live now. So I'll stick to Watkins Glen.
Well, I'll say this, and it's not just because it's your home track, but Watkins Glen is by far my favorite road to race on. It's my favorite. It's road racing and fast road racing. I love it to death. And so congratulations on race number 1, Doug. We look forward to seeing you in race 2 and 3. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, I appreciate it, guys. Good luck with the broadcast. See you on the other side.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, come back and talk to us after race 2 and 3, man.
10-4.
Mario, are you with us? Did I catch up to you finally?
Yes, it did, Kane.
Mario, it seemed like I was chasing you down for half an hour there. What a tough break on this first race here. You was doing so great, and we was just talking about you, and we got you with the commentator's curse again. And I drove these cars, as I was telling the guys, I drove these cars the other day, and they are a handful. Once you get off the gas, the rear end wants to shift around, and it just takes so little to get that weight upset on that car and get that car sliding. And that's kind of the problem you had there. It just kind of started sliding on you, but what a spectacular save you had there. And you got it back on the track and ended up kind of just barely bumping into CP and just straight into the guardrail. So tough break. Man, that really stinks.
Yes. Well, that's well said. I mean, the car is quite difficult to get used to it, especially racing at the V8 the day before. So it has to get used to it. The transition was quite difficult tonight, I would say. But for sure,
especially with the high speeds of Watkins Glen, I would think that transition would be even more than normal because the high speeds of the track.
Oh, absolutely. The curb are really tough, and the chicane is quite something to go through.
Well, we noticed that you didn't come back. Did you not have a repair, or were you just kind of frustrated at that point and just wanted to take a little break, or?
I did get back to the track and made about half the track and spun out on the chicane again. So I just said, okay, that's too much for this one.
Okay.
And
we didn't see that part. We just looked for you a little while later and we didn't find you, so that definitely makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense, Mario.
So better luck next one.
That's what I was just fixing to say. You got my vote. I told Dean in the broadcast, every time I talk about you in the race, I'm telling you what, it seems like, I'll be talking right there to you right about you, and the next thing I know, something happens. And I just, like Kane just said, that's the commentator curse. I said, I'm not talking about Mario the rest of the season. Just let him drive. But I'm rooting for you in race number 2 and 3 as well, bud.
Thank you. See you guys.
Absolutely. That was Mario Girard, and as you heard King Kraft there interviewing him, we really wish Mario luck in race number 2 and 3 as well tonight. We saw him. He ran great, Kane. Like you were saying, he had an excellent race going, just one of those things. Well, guys, hopefully it will go. I want to conclude this first broadcast so that we can get on to the second one. But I guess if it's still recording, then we'll still broadcast. Well, as soon as you give me the okay, we will conclude race number 1, guys, so that we can get back with race number 2. And as always, here at Grass MTV, we will be coming to you live. So, excellent. Well, that is Kane Craft right there alongside me. I am JD Smith right here live. This is Grass MTV, brought to you by GetMX.com. We will be right back with week 6 of the GTCC with race number 2. And till then, we'll see you in just a minute.